Hey everybody, Marguerite from the DIY Duo, and we have another recipe for this beautiful head of cauliflower. We're going to make Italian cauliflower soup, and that requires, in addition to this cauliflower head, I've got about 1 small onion chopped in here, 2 ribs of celery, about 2 carrots chopped, and maybe 6 cloves of garlic. We need some tomato sauce, like a 15-ounce can. I have fire roasted tomatoes to give mine a little kick. You could use regular tomato sauce. We're going to use a mixture of all of this. It's 4 cups of vegetable broth and additional water. 1 or 2 bay leaves, also to give it some flavor. And definitely some Parmesan rind to get everything going. There'll be salt and pepper as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to soften our chopped mix over here, maybe 5 minutes on the stovetop. All right, let's start with a little bit of olive oil. I just eyeball it. I'm gonna do about 3 tablespoons right there. Gonna set the gas to medium heat. And I'm gonna just put everything in. And while this starts to cook up, I'm just gonna break up the cauliflower into smaller pieces. Okay, stir, stir, stir. Just make sure nothing starts to burn. You wanna see the onion starting to turn translucent. You want to make sure that your garlic is not burning. Looking good. I'm going to keep this up for maybe two more minutes. I'm doing this for about 5 minutes in total. Again, it's going to depend on your own kitchen, the pots you're using, how high you have your heat. The goal is translucent onions, no burnt garlic. All right, we hit our 5-minute mark. And if you can see, I'm not sure if the lighting is good enough for you to see, we have translucent onions. We don't have any burnt garlic. We are ready. What I'm going to do is first add in my cauliflower, because I want the cauliflower to mix in with the vegetables that we just sauteed. Just going to give it a quick stir. It's not like much is going to happen here, but I do want to get all of the cauliflower here a chance to just kind of soak up what's at the bottom of the pan. Great. Now we're going to add in our vegetable broth. And I have wet hands, which is making it a little difficult to open this. Aye. And when that happens, ingenuity. So we're going to put all 4 cups of the vegetable broth in. We're going to put another 4 cups of water. In goes our fire roasted tomatoes. My sous chef is here and he's going to set himself on fire. Hey, time for you to get down. We're actually going to grab some of the water in here to make sure everything comes out of the can. You know what? This already has a nice scent and a nice flavor. I don't even think I need the bay leaf. I'm not going to bother with the bay leaf, everyone. I think if I was just using regular tomato sauce, I'd use the bay leaf, but with this fire roasted, not necessary. Let's add our little Parmesan rind, and we're going to do a little salt and pepper, and then we're going to just let this come to a boil. All right. We're going to just lightly salt for now, because we're going to taste it later and re-season if need be. All right, you can see everything. All right, everything is covered in the pot. And now it's time to just let this do its thing and come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we're going to put it on simmer and we're going to let the cauliflower soften. Let's put a cover on it. And I will check back on it in about 10 to 20 minutes to see whether or not it's reached its boiling point. Okay. Okay, looks like we have reached boiling, and we have. Perfect. Now we're going to take it down to a simmer. We're going to take this down to a simmer, and we're probably going to let this cook, because these cauliflower heads are pretty thick, at least another half hour to 45 minutes. But in the meantime, we can give it a little bit of a taste to see where we are in the flavor profile. Perfect. For us, we're very low salt people. And the fire roasted tomatoes give it that nice kick. We don't need any extra salt. So I just want to make sure that this is still going to be at a simmer. Yep. Okay. Another half hour to 45 minutes. And then we'll take a final look. All right, it's a half an hour on the dot. Let's see what this looks like. You know what? Guess what, John? It's cooked. You know why I know it's cooked? Because the wooden spoon is just going straight through the cauliflower heads. I'm going to give it just a little bit more cheesy flavor. We don't need any more salt because I tried it before. It was perfect. Again, for our taste, it was perfect. I've got some grated Parmesan cheese that I'm just going to add to it. And that's going to be that. And let's face it, that's adding salt too.
I said the same thing, actually.
And so I like to leave it kind of chunky like this, but we could take a potato masher and we can mash this smaller. Someone wants it to be sort of more of a puree, you can take an immersion blender to this and you can blend it up. But this is exactly how I like it. And yes, you can see it. Oh my God, it smells so good. All right. Italian cauliflower soup. Done. We're going to let this rest for a little bit. We're going to shut the gas off. We're going to let it rest for a little while. And then John's going to be our taste tester. All right, it's time for taste testing. John, you're going to be my taste tester, right?
Yes, I'm gonna be a taste tester.
All right. Come on into the camera. We'll trade places. And tell everybody what you think.
All right. This is the true taste test. Right, as you can see, there's
Nice chunks.
cauliflower, some carrot. All right, so I don't know if you can actually can't see, so make sure you see it. Very good.
All right.
I'm very blessed.
Another meal in the books.
Yes.
Quick and easy.